What is inspiration? Have you ever thought about it? I have thought about it quite a lot and I have no idea. I have no idea why one day I wake up and I have these amazing ideas through the whole day. This amazing energy that creates something that is original, that is beautiful, that works for everybody, works for me, works for the audience, works for the clients. Why some days I wake up in a mood that is creative, that works. Other days I wake up and it's just not there. It's not that I'm in a bad mood. I'm not in a bad mood, I'm just not inspired. I don't have this extra feeling, that supernatural feeling. I don't have this fuel that makes my work much, much better. This spice, the salt that you add. I have no idea what inspiration is or where it comes from. I know it when I see it. I know it when I feel it. I know it when I'm working and I see the results of it. I don't know how to call it. I don't know how to bring it. I don't know even where to go look for it. For me, when I talk about spirituality and creativity, inspiration is a very big part of it. Because inspiration is that kind of magic, that kind of undefinable energy, undefinable concept that makes everything better, that makes everything work. Inspiration is that added value, divine inspiration. I have no idea what divine means. Is it something that comes from God? Is it something that comes from the universe? Is it something that is a chemical reaction inside my brain? Is it something because I ate something yesterday or I slept in a position that made me feel like this in the morning? I have no idea. I tried to look into it. I looked at all the studies and the basic consensus is that we have no idea. We have no idea what is inspiration, where does it come from, how to grow it, how to keep it. Sometimes it goes away. We know how to promote creativity. There are exercises, there are ways of thinking that can promote creativity. Been there, done that. I've studied those and I've taught those. This is simple. This is not inspiration. Because inspiration is that extra step. Inspiration is that something above the natural work, supernatural. And supernatural, by definition, belongs in the spiritual, in the not physical, non-material, not our normal life. How do you get inspiration? How do you get inspired? How do you keep inspiration? How do you grow inspiration? Can you grow inspiration? I don't know. Let's see. When do I have moments of inspiration? Usually when I have extreme emotions, or better to say changing of emotion from one state to another. It could be from a good state to a bad state, or it could be from a bad state to a good state. Ecstasy, something that is so good, so happy, that shoots you up there. So it is not really if I'm suffering, I'm more inspired, or if I'm happy, I'm more inspired. It is this change, it's like a barometric pressure change between states. This is where inspiration sneaks in. Leonard Cohen said it best that there is a crack in everything, that's how the light gets in. Maybe there is a crack between our emotions, between our thoughts. Maybe this is where inspiration can get in. I've already talked in another video about control and losing control, and maybe control is limiting us. So this idea of inspiration creeping in when we are not ready, when we don't know, when we leave a crack, that is actually a beautiful idea. I'm not sure if it's the right idea, but I definitely like it as a concept. Try to see for yourself, when do you have inspiration? Because you know when you have it, you feel it. Your work shows it. It's not that hard. You know when have days that you're inspired. Why? What was different in this day? What was different in you? What was different in the environment? What was different in the way that you were behaving, the way you were thinking, what you were feeling? I spend a lot of time trying to think about it because I try to emulate it. I try to see if I can maybe have the same conditions for inspiration to come back to me. Maybe I have the same conditions to have inspiration creep in. I pretend that I'm not trying to call it, to lure it, to tempt it to come to me. But in reality, I know exactly what I'm doing. Maybe this is why it doesn't work most of the time. Because inspiration is not stupid. If you try to get it to come to you, inspiration is like a cat. If you call it, it will not come. If you pretend to ignore it, suddenly it will come. So maybe that is the trick. I don't know. Try it. Maybe you will find the trick of how to bring inspiration to your life. Because trust me, having inspiration is great. It's an amazing feeling. And it's good for your work. In a day of inspiration, you can create work that will keep you for the next 6 months, sometimes even years. The breakthrough in your work as an artist, as a designer, doesn't come with the hard work. The hard work is extremely important, extremely. But the moments of the breakthrough, that's when the inspiration hits you. And usually, it comes when you're not ready. So try to see when it comes, how it comes. Maybe you can lure it. Maybe you can tempt it to come to you. Maybe not. But trying to do it will actually help your work anyway, because you'll be open to more things. You'll be trying new things. And you will be trying things that are good for you anyway, with or without inspiration. So why not?